Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Paul Lohr and I'm the Financial Coaching Coordinator here at Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity. Today we'll be talking about credit, understanding what it is, and understanding your credit report. So credit is an agreement between a creditor or a lender, someone who's willing to borrow money, and an individual, or sometimes you hear it referred to as a consumer, who wants to borrow money. But there's always that understanding that it's going to be paid back at a later date. So that's why it's considered credit, because they're borrowing that money to you on trust that you're going to repay it back. And unfortunately, I hear a lot of people say, well, I use my money to pay things and I never borrow any money, or I never, borrow a loan. I pay all my things on time. Does that give me credit? And unfortunately, when you use your own money, even if you use it responsibly, it doesn't generate any credit for you. So it's kind of this system where you have to show and prove that you're responsible at paying and following through on your promises and your commitment to pay back money of someone else that you borrowed. So it's kind of like your credit's kind of like your financial reputation. How trustworthy are you, and how reliable are you at making those payments and kind of following through? When you pay things that you borrow on credit, essentially you're kind of rated, and it's a rating of your interactions with credit and your credit behavior. So most people often know this rating as a credit score, and it can range from 300 to 850, with higher credit scores being more desirable. Just know that there's different scoring models that are used, and so there's going to be some variations. Most people really focus on the credit score, but I think the credit report is what's really important. So the credit report is just as important as the credit score, because essentially your credit score, it's made up of what's reported on your credit report. And your credit report is just a history of all of the interactions that you've had with credit previously. So loans that you've paid off, accounts that you've had that are open or maybe closed, anything at all. It's just a history and a record of all of your interaction with credit. And it's important that you review the credit report, your own credit report, and you know what's on there, because like I said, it's really what makes up that credit score for you. So if there's any inaccurate information that's reported on your credit report, that will affect your score, and that will impact you in a lot of different ways. So making sure that the information on your report is accurate. If it's not accurate, you can dispute it with the credit bureaus directly. Whichever credit bureau is showing that information for you, you can dispute it with them directly. Credit bureaus are companies that collect consumer information and all of your information and payment history and all of that. They're often known as credit reporting agencies. So the three major ones are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. So if you see something that's being inaccurately reported by one of those three or all three, you can dispute it directly with them and get it adjusted. You can access a copy of your credit report for free from each of the credit bureaus at least once a year. And to do that, you go to annualcreditreport.com. You can do this electronically through the website and view and download your report electronically. If you're not able to do that, or you prefer getting it through the mail or requesting it through the mail, there's a form that you can fill out and send in, and they'll mail you a copy of your credit report. So you can request all three at once to review what's on there, or you can kind of spread it out throughout the year. Maybe the first 3-4 months of the year you're requesting your report from one of the bureaus, and then the next 3 months you request it from another bureau. And then that's a way for you to also have some free credit monitoring of your own on what's going on with your accounts throughout the whole year. And I just want to note that with annualcreditreport.com, you get a free credit report, but you don't get access to a free credit score. But it's something that it's available and it's offered. So if it's something that you'd like to know and you just kind of want to know what your credit score is from each of the credit bureaus, it's something that you can access just for a small fee. So just to recap, credit is a measure of your financial reputation, and so you have to kind of engage and participate in this borrowing and repaying in order to build credit and to show credit. And you have to know what's on your credit report. So review what's on there, knowing what's being reported, and making sure that the information is accurate. You can dispute any errors if there's anything that's inaccurate, and you can do so directly with the credit bureau that's reporting that information. And you can access one free credit report a year from annualcreditreport.com. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to comment, like, or subscribe. And for more first-time homebuyer tips, visit our website at home.tchabitat.org.